Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Welcome back to the Citadel. My name is Joel Duggan, and we are going to be picking up right where we left off. We're going to be working on some of these builds in between the now finished bakery and the now finished consignor building. And I'm looking forward to it because I don't like leaving these things kind of empty and half finished. So we're going to start with this. I think it's just going to be a warehouse. I don't think it's going to be anything fancy. Be a nice little warm-up project. Looks like Mini Packs and Cosmic Dancer in the house. Cosmic, thanks for being awesome. Elkhorn is here as well. Lots of folks kicking around. That's Cosmic. That's Elkhorn. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday so far. I am full of pancakes and ready for Minecraft. I don't know about you. So, let's just get into it. Let's grab chests. Maybe a couple beehives. Barrels. Crates. All the things that look like containers. Sky Creeper, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Might as well keep the lantern. We'll have to light this place up. And some darker chests. And I think we're going to try to bring in some of this, either concrete powder or maybe some sand. I think that's what I used was flour, right? Was sand. Might as well leave that out. We'll probably need that. And what else do I need? More. Need to look inside a little bit. Pancakes are not a bad way to power up the day. I agree. The trick is to not let myself have pancakes every day. We need some polished deep slate. Looks like we might want some. That may not work. I like to put in some sort of roof support as well, so maybe we'll grab either more basalt or maybe some acacia. Master Crunchy, good to see you. Appreciate the lurk, Ironclad Isklaus. Appreciate it. Go with polished basalt, maybe some acacia. And I needed this. Grand Bamboon, good to see you again. So we're just going to continue this design because I like it from the outside. Right along here. And did we go all the way down to the bottom? No, we didn't. Okay. So I feel like this might want to be switched. I don't know if we're keeping this stone. So for now, we will probably take it out. Ah, so that is the outside. So we want to probably have something in here that looks like it's holding stuff up. I'm probably going to need some stairs. Question is, does this look good? Or would this be better? No, I like the acacia better. Not Humo, hello, good to see you. Let's see here. If we did that, we'd probably want to have something across here. I think that's okay. We could then, what are these? That is a stair. I don't really have a way to make that look like it's up against the ceiling in a good way. So maybe we don't do a long beam this way. Maybe we do a bunch of short ones. Obviously, it is not an easy build to do that in, but I think that works, especially if we can put stairs here. That'll probably be okay. I'm thinking maybe polished andesite might be good. Hansa Plans, hello, welcome in. Graham, full inventory in the next 5 minutes? You're probably right. You're probably right. That's what happens when you're testing things out. Bedless Panda, hello, welcome in. Right, so we can try stuff like that, which looks okay, or feel like the salt blends a little bit better. Yeah. I don't think I want to put it on both sides. No, too low. It's a good chance our light is going to go right here. Okay, so the only thing left really is covering up some of these connections. Why is that different? I think that should be okay. I don't think that's really going to be seen from out here. Yeah. Did you already have a plan for what this building was? You might already had said. I think I missed it. Someone suggested yesterday that it should be storage for the bakery, and I had already planned for it to be storage. It's too small to be anything else. It's only 3 blocks wide, so we're just going to treat it like this build down here, the downstairs of this one. So in a similar way, we're going to make it look sort of like this, but maybe with more open goods and stuff. Like I want to do like salt and flour, and if we look over at the bakery, right, like a flour in a bin and stuff on the floor, so we can do stuff like that. So like right away when you walk in, we could have something like this. Right, and then I could have another one maybe over here, but fill it with something else. And then we could start kind of peppering things in. So like the back wall could all be like total storage. We've got room for like 6 or 9 things back here, right? So we could easily do like say a couple of crates, barrel, and then we can into like a different chest. And I feel like I want to put something different there. Don't exactly know what. Maybe these just have to be reversed. Actually, yeah, make that, put that the other way. Right? And then maybe we can do something else with that. I think I've got some composters. And, oh, nighttime. We don't have doors in this place yet, so gotta be careful. Why would I put a bookshelf in a warehouse? Bethless Panda, it's a combination of a bunch of different textures. Some of them are mine, some of them are from people like Whip or Jersey Boy. Birch and let's see. Any other color? We could try brown. Calcite is usually pretty good. I'm trying to think about what other things that we've done. It's not a really big area, so we have to be careful. Hence plans about 5 years in the world, a year and a half on this particular build. Anvil feels kind of strange for other storage. So I guess just a beehive. Oh, I've done some stuff with wrapping bushes and signs. That might be something we could pull off somewhere. I'm going to put something in this corner too. And we need windows. Maybe on the outside is where we can sneak the polished andesite on the walls. Because then we could do windows. I always want a gray trapdoor. I find the brown trapdoors always stick out. And I want something else here other than just brick. I find it very boring. Cormac, good to see you again. Hope you're having a good day. What else we got here? We've got... Could put like a beehive. Maybe a little mini block on top of that. And then... I guess along here I could just put in more containers. I feel like these two spaces right there need to have something. I don't want to just do more barrels. We need more note blocks too. I feel like a note block would be really good right there. And then maybe we could do like a custom one with a lid on it. Would it be a texture you would be willing to make? A gray trapdoor? Not sure what you want to replace it with. See, that's the problem, is that with stuff like that, you have to replace an existing trapdoor, and when people look at it without the texture pack, then you've got like some weird looking trapdoor in a place. So with that kind of stuff, I try not to change too much. I just kind of hope that, you know, eventually Mojang comes out with a gray wood, like basalt. You know, like we use basalt all the time as like a gray log type texture, and it would be great if we could make like a basalt trapdoor, you know. I mean, I understand that you can't make every block variation out of every single block, but I just feel like there's some colors missing from some blocks and some things that people really, really like. And I find it strange that they've not added them. But I'm sure there's a good reason. Just creatively, it's always a little frustrating. I mean, a good example, I mean, here's the note block we're using. Like that's not a vanilla texture, but it's a note block, so you don't really use it for anything else, so you might as well make it look good, you know? Still waiting for those cracked slabs and stairs. Yes, yes we are. Yes we are. And then, what if I got some signs? Do I want to do dark oak? Did I try dark oak down here? I probably tried dark oak down here. I feel like I've done a dark oak like barrel thing somewhere. This place has got a lot of cool stuff. I like the upstairs here. See, that I find really cool, so I'm going to try doing some of that. But then we did a lighter crate, but not a dark oak one. We'll try that maybe. Dark oak, and something has to go back. Who had 9 minutes? It's been 22. Signs. Or we'll do the one that I know will work. I know this will work, so we can try that as well. Yeah, redstone blocks are commonly used, but they're not commonly used to decorate redstone, right? So changing their texture does not matter nearly as much as changing the texture of something like a barrel or a trapdoor. So, do we like the idea of a dark oak crate? Oh, I can't put a sign there. Right. Okay, I can't do the trick. This is what happens when it's only 3 blocks wide. It happens when it's only 3 blocks wide. I think that works. I like that color combo. I think maybe we have to do this the other way. Yeah. And then maybe we can... Did I put calcite in the one inside? I think I did. This is calcite was, yeah, in it. So we can put calcite on the floor in this one. So like maybe here, it might be too straight. I feel like I want something else there. That's almost the same. Maybe a gray concrete pattern. Okay, put some of this stuff back. Don't think we need the brown. And I wanted to get leaves. I'm gonna try spruce leaves for a change, but I'm betting that azalea are probably denser and they will probably look better. I'm just curious as to whether we can do this and have it look good. Iron ore might be okay, but it's not a very big space, so we'd have to wrap it in something. I'm just wondering whether we could do something along here. If that looks okay. It definitely works better like up on a shelf. It's certainly a lot better that way. Maybe we just need one. Looks good up there, but I don't like that it kind of takes away from the overall shape of the back of the room. So this may not be the place to put it, despite the fact that I like the idea. I think we just switch those. Sort of looks like it's trailing off a bit, you know? If that makes any sense. Oh yeah, mistaking the bushes for a creeper, definitely something I've done before. 100% something I've done. Let's dump a little bit of this. We don't need any of this anymore. I think we're done with the sand. So for mini blocks, like a little beehive or a little barrel. Little barrel would be good. Okay, little barrel. There's a little beehive. Could try a little smoker, but that doesn't really work. I guess we're all out of the really cool small blocks. Little chest maybe. Free stuff, exactly. Mini loom, I don't know if it would really work for what this is. I think a mini loom works better in like... Did I use one in here? I thought I used a mini loom in here somewhere. Yeah, there's a mini loom. I think it looks like a filing cabinet or like a little abacus or something for like calculating things. I mean, it doesn't really look like much, but you kind of have to stretch your imagination a bit. Yeah, this needs more right here. Needs more right there. I don't want to use another composter. Maybe we'll put a barrel here. Same idea. I think it just has to be reversed. Put them down this way. There we go. Yeah. And then I feel like I want something taller here as well. What could we pile on top of this? Whoops. I mean, maybe this is an opportunity to do one of these. But then that's going to be in the way. Yeah, there are a couple of mini blocks that are really cute. I agree, Cosmic. I agree. That actually doesn't look very good there, does it? I wish I had a better texture for these little ones. I wish the little ones looked like my main chest. That would be good too. And these are not going to fit on top of these. They're going to float, right? Yeah. I guess we could... Is there anything we could hang from the ceiling that would look good? Because I've got... Well, that won't connect up there. Because instead of this barrel, we could hang something from the ceiling. But this wouldn't be a place where they would, like, dry meat or anything, right? We used... I don't remember where, but I had hanging vines somewhere. I think it was in this one way over here. Yeah, little smokers are actually not bad. Somewhere. One of these, maybe it was the other warehouse. Yeah, it's a warehouse. So that's what we're going for. Storage things. I'm not putting flowers in a storehouse. I do kind of wonder whether we can get away with a glowberry vine. Lamb Chop, resubscribing for 28 months. Have to run and finish adulting. So dropping a lurk. Thanks for the lurk, Lamb Chop. Holy cow, 28 months. Keep up the great work. Thanks so much, Lamb Chop. Also, holy cow, it's June. Like, what happened? What happened? Really appreciate the support. Thanks so much, Lamb Chop. What are we going to do? What are we going to put in there? Thinking about stuff we can hang. We could put a couple of pumpkins in there. Do I still have those kelp blocks? I do. Those might look okay. And honeycomb blocks are just too too bold, I think. We might be able to wrap up some hay and some signs. Green Ninja, we are working on this little warehouse in the background. We're probably gonna finish this up and then kind of like move and like roll through this area here and try to make this final. It's blocked in quite nicely right now, but like if you can see, like I've only just pretended to fill in the moat. I didn't actually do it. So we're trying to like fill in the details in this area. Right now we're just inside this warehouse and we're almost there. We're just putting in some final touches. So if I didn't want to have a sign here, then I could have... That just feels like too much of what's on the floor though. It's not bad, I just don't want it to be that full, right? And if we did it on the top here... doesn't really work. See, this to me always looks like Christmas presents. It's not the easiest thing to work with. It would work if the building was all kelp, like if the whole facility was meant to look like kelp. I think that would probably work. I guess it's just not going to grow. All right then. I think we might have to switch to slabs for that. This part here. Oh, because then it won't cover that. Wait a minute. The microblocks are from Vanilla Tweaks. Do I have a mini hay bale? I probably do. I don't know if that would work, but we'll give it a go. The hay bale I think was a decent choice. I just feel like I've overused it throughout the build, but like sometimes you don't have much of a choice, right? Does not look like I have one. Good idea, but not available. I have one of these though. Truth Malice, thanks for the lurk, appreciate it. And I think we're gonna have to settle on the hay bales. That is, I believe, going to be a like a wine cellar or a distilling, like a honey mead distillery or something. It's the basement of the keep, is what it is. It's the basement of the main castle build. That's what it is technically. Maybe that's all we do. And then I'll just grab this little chest. Stick it over here. Maybe we'll change this too. Yeah, I like that dynamic on the height. I think that works. Maybe we should have a little bit more happening over here. Some sand and sandstone. Or maybe just more hay. Another hay bale and some birch. Really appreciate the views and the lurks, folks. Very kind of you. And then I wanted to put this there. Cool. So now it's just a matter of putting in a little bit of probably some cracked stone and stuff. So we'll need cracked stone, probably regular stone. Probably some cobblestone, actually. Seen a lot of people use lurk. Well, what is it? So when folks are hanging out in my chat, because I stream for 3 and 4 hours, sometimes there are regular folks that come by and they want to say hi to everybody, but then they're not going to be at the keyboard. And so they say, hey, I'm going to lurk, which means they're going to leave the stream up, which helps me, the streamer, but they're not going to be live in chat, chatting with friends or chatting with me. They're just kind of saying, hey, I'm going to come in and leave a lurk. So it's like a viewer, but, you know, maybe you're doing the dishes, maybe you're playing with your dog, you know, whatever it is, you're just kind of having my stream on in the background. So that's what it means. It's just a little thing inside of our community that just kind of lets people know what you're doing. Plus, it's fun. There's a little joke that plays in chat when you use it. That kind of thing. Didn't end up using that. I probably won't, because I think we're good. So, this stuff can go back. I'm going to need a door, and I guess we'll go with a spruce door, which I don't have. So what did I say? We're going to need crackstone, cobblestone, maybe a little regular stone. Thanks so much, Mama Tats. We'll see you soon. I feel like that should maybe be something a little bit better. But we'll go with like cracked. Just thinking like all the stuff that's been brought in and out of here has probably really scuffed up the floor. Be my guess. And I think I'll put a smooth stone underneath the door. I like to try to put something underneath the door that's a little bit different. I feel like the polished andesite is maybe a little bit too shiny, so we might revert back to brick. The issue is that I'd really like to change this from something not brick. Like I'd like to try and make it something else, but I just don't know what other block would look good there. I could try maybe something like cyan terracotta. Or maybe we could try switching the outside to acacia logs. So I want it to stand out from this. We can't do acacia logs because we've got acacia logs there. I really want it to stand out from the stuff around it. The Vixen subscribing at tier 1 for 36 months. Thanks so much, Vixen. 3 years. Wow, that's amazing. I could try regular basalt. Or smooth basalt, maybe. I feel like we tried this before, but I don't remember. Do I not have any regular basalt? I could have sworn I had regular basalt around here. Drilled king chicken. Enjoy the time outdoors. I know it's chores, but at least you get to be outside. Oh wow. We really don't have that much basalt, do we? That's not terrible. It's not like completely awful. It's getting dark, so it's going to be hard to tell. Yeah, I don't mind the basalt, but we're going to have to go get some somewhere. And then we'd have to figure out what to do here. And of course, if it's near the door, it's going to look a little bit funky. Whoops. You know what? I think we can just do the whole thing in basalt, and maybe we'll do something else fancier here by the door. That, or we try it with the cyan terracotta. The doorknob. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, that's too smooth. We'd have to do something else with that. We'd have to layer that with something. We will eventually get to use it in this town, I'm sure. I'm wondering if we can get away with changing these base blocks by the door into something else. We could just do the whole thing in tough for now. So I think that works between these, but I don't think it works with that block, right? So I want to try and change what's going on along the bottom. But then I don't know what we change this to. Does make it feel kind of moldy, which is not a bad thing, right? Have to figure out what to put here. Probably something more like what's happening above. Possibly has some in the nether workroom. You're right. You're probably right about that. That's right. That's what we'll do. Do we like the basalt or do we like the tough? I think I prefer the basalt. We're going to cover it up with some leaves anyway. Okay, so that's cool. We'll just, we'll have to go get some more basalt. That's a thing that can be done. Road trip. Kind of things that you don't expect that add hours to your builds. It's running and going to get stuff. And actually, it won't take that long, considering all the fast travel stuff we have on the server. It really won't be a big deal. I also need to refill the carrots and the rockets. Azalea. Is there anything else that we're low on? Andesite. Cobblestone. they were pretty good. Break first, then road trip. It's almost time. Yes, actually, that's probably a good idea. I'll refill what I've got here locally and make sure we've got enough. Yeah, like, for example, cobblestone is right here. And andesite should be right next door. Cobble, andesite, and then free stuff. Salts here. So I get a lot of smooth basalt. I'm not sure why I didn't get more of the other stuff. And the rocket box. So we've got rockets. That's fine. That won't be hard to fix. Halfway there. And then the carrots. I've been trying not to use my gold. But there's no farmer to trade with. That will do. That will do. Cool. So anybody that's new in the chat, I take a break once an hour. As Cosmic mentioned, it is about that time. So I'm going to step away from the keyboard. I'm going to refresh my water and give myself a bit of a stretch. You should too. Grab a snack, grab a friend. We'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. And then road trip, we're going to go look for some basalt because we're going to need it to finish this little build. Be right back. Thanks for your patience, folks. Just had to send off a little service admin email. Apologize for that. It looks like some of the notifications are playing really small. No, that's right. Okay. Maybe they're only small on the Be Right Back screen. I might have to look at that. Although even that felt a little bit small. If I put up my little dude here, does this look right? Yeah, that looks right. I use him to size the alerts, but okay. I'll have to check the Be Right Back screen. We are going to get some basalt. Is what we were doing. I should check the farm before I go too far, because we might have some, without having to travel all the way back to the nether. We've been working on this build for about 1.5 years, Turtle. Started in November of 2020. Yoo-ho, and hang on to this. Or, yeah. Hang on, I got this. Sorry. Appreciate the follows. And, Epic Cookie? It's a cool name. What is in your favorite cookie? I'm a chocolate chip guy myself. I don't like to get fancy with cookies. Aqualunals was taken? Hello? Now, do we have any basalt in here? We've got lots of acacia. Jeez, that's good to know. Let's put... I should have brought a spare shulker. Don't let me forget that I've got lots of acacia and birch here. We should eventually try to start to clear this out. Alright, there's no basalt here. Eclogas? EC Logs? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Thanks very much for the Prime sub. That's amazing. Appreciate the support. Make sure you connect your Discord and your Twitch. Now that you're a Prime sub, you can join us in the Discord. Yeah, Turtle, if you do bang mods in chat, you'll get a list. They're mostly client-side. They do things like give us a map. But we don't use them to really moderate any gameplay. Eclogs. Okay, cool. Welcome in. I'm assuming you're listening to the Spawn Chunks. Very much appreciated. I always mention it at the end of the stream, but I should mention it more often during the stream that I co-host and produce the Spawn Chunks podcast about Minecraft with Pixelroast. We've got our what to do to prepare for 119 episode coming up on Monday. And last week, we interviewed Prowl, 8314. Prowl was great, really knowledgeable about Bedrock. Pixelriffs has a lot more experience in Bedrock than I do, because he started off in Bedrock, and he also did the Bedrock RTX series, or the Windows 10 RTX series. I don't have RTX capability, so that would be the only thing that would make me want to try Bedrock. I've played around with Bedrock on my Xbox very briefly, and was not a fan, so... Sonic, hello, welcome in. Nukio, hello. Oh, Graham, you play Bedrock? There's quite a few people in chat here normally that play Bedrock. Alright, basalt. Somewhere. but not here. Alright, maybe downstairs. This way? Yes. Is there a reason I don't use fireworks to fly? Yeah, because I want to show off the builds on stream. Rather than flying 100 meters or 300 meters above them. Gives me a chance to chat with the chat room. I find that sometimes I miss stuff when I'm building. That's a lot of striders. Like a lot of striders. It's not been a long time since I've been here, but it's been long enough that I don't remember where anything is. We do not have much basalt here either. Alright, we'll check the other spots. I can see I've probably used it in the pillars mostly. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them? Wow. Intense. A long, slow climb. Where else? I guess the swamp farm be the easiest place to check. Looks like they're living their best life. Yeah, no one around to bug them. I don't remember if I've put a lot of basalt away here. We'll find out. There might be some basalt at the Wither Skeleton farm. When 1.19 comes out, I really need to finish or fix the way that glass renders in my texture pack. Definitely on the list. I don't think I have basalt in here. This is all normally overworld stuff. Yeah, we can check the basement, but I doubt it, and I don't remember which way is down. This one. Nope. Nothing down here. There'd be nothing over at those places. So, Wither Skeleton Farm, I guess? Spotnik MC, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Wish we'd have types of ladders like we have types of chests. I agree. I think that would be fantastic. What did I do with all my rockets? Did I put them all away? I guess I put them all away. I use vines a lot, Sonic. So this is the Wither Skeleton Farm. I missed the landing. Very dark. And a recent server move has reset all of the achievements, so you'll see a bunch of achievements that don't make any sense crop up. Looks like I've moved all of the shulker boxes here. Well, we're going to take these back because I could always use extra shulker boxes. That looks like it might be farm related, so I think I'll leave that one here. But everything else can can come. Oh, you know, maybe the gold farm has. Maybe the gold farm has some basalt. Oh, that's not the way. Oh, what is going on? A little bit of lag. Is it over this way? There we go. There might be some basalt in here. Survey says... No, it was nether bricks that I was thinking of. Alright then. So now I've got to find a basalt delta. See if we can't get some quick basalt. For that, I think we have to go north. Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind. You know, sometimes you have to kiss netherrack. It's always so lonely. Yeah, I could build a basalt generator, but that seems like a lot of work just to, when I know there's a basalt delta just off the road here to the north. Cosmic Dancer, thank you for being fan-freaking-tastic. Appreciate it. You're aghast. Should really be carrying my bow around. Now, if memory serves, it's just to the west? Up here? Somewhere? The vast wastes of the nether? There it is indeed. Question is, how easy or hard is it going to be to get some of this stuff? It's a lot of magma cubes. Gross. Let's land right here. Right. I didn't realize the sound effects were so loud here. That's cool. I don't spend a lot of time in the nether. The squishiness of the basalt, I'm sure, is designed to make it sound like these guys are right next to you. Oh, there's a good big guy. The arrow went right through him. Don't really need or want any blackstone, but there's an awful lot of that around too. I always forget that if you want blackstone, this is one of the places that you can come to get some. What I can use it for, though, is getting rid of some lava. Blackstone. Oh, some lava in there. Or maybe it's just light from the next door. Oh, I'm just going to grab a couple stacks. Well, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. Sometimes it's nice just to kind of get out of Westhill and refresh your brain and walk around the server a bit. I think we probably have enough to finish the build. I just kind of want to get a decent amount. I'll probably get like 3 or 4 stacks. Plus, it's like, it's not hard. The constant jumping of these guys definitely makes you skittish, you know, like you don't want to get pushed into the lava by one of the big ones. Let's just do this. Yeah, there's a tour on YouTube for folks that are really curious and wanna go check it out. Alistair and I did that a couple of months ago. Looking forward to doing some new farms when 1.19 comes out too, like a magma cube farm and a frog-like farm. I think that could be kind of fun. 2 farms we've never done, even after 5 years on the server. We've just never had the need to. I don't know where we're getting all the magma cream for the fire resistance potions. Because Macas built a potion brewing area. But that was a while ago. Don't want to leave this ugly thing just hanging here. We'll have to make sure we remove it all. That's fine. That's actually attached, so that's fine. Oh no. Funny how they slowly make their way over to you. Very funny. Just kind of stares and jumps every so often. Cool. I would say it's probably enough. Cool. We have to go back east. There's the road, and there's the gas. Our nether hub is unfortunately very ugly on the outside. There was no... we've not put any effort into making it look good from the outside. It's all the inside that looks good. Mackie Moose, hello, welcome back. Baudet, good to see you. Hope all is well. So that was it, right? It was just basalt that I was looking for, and I got an extra couple of shulkers, yeah. No, we had our fire resistance potion set up long before pickle and bartering was a thing, Fazu Battlecaster. Long before. Early morning, we'll have to throw on the shaders when we walk through the path to get back. It's always a fun look. Frame rate might be a little bit choppy, but I think it's worth it. Best way to do nether tunnels is just have them be completely gross from the outside. Certainly saves you some time. I really wish I could play with shaders on all the time. Boris, hello, welcome in. Yeah, the world tour video was great because Alistair and I took the time to chat about stuff. Now, it's not the whole world. It's just my builds. You'd have to watch like Alistair or Cosmic or Steven ESC streaming to see their stuff. That was a weird reflection. I do have my render distance set up to 16 now. So that's why it's a little bit chunky when I've got textures on or shaders on. But I find that it's so much nicer because you can see Westhill from much farther away. And it feels like less that it appears, you know, out of nowhere, out of the fog. So, I mean, the mountain still comes in rather slowly, but it would be nice to have all the little complementary builds out here done as well, so you can get a real sense of scale, which is very cool. Oh, thanks, Sharp Spiral. Appreciate that. Yeah, the lampposts are pretty fun. All right, it's getting a little bit choppy. Oh, I see. I think we used a lot of our basalt texturing the roof of the consignor building. All right, so we can drop off. I think we're going to put the basalt box in here. Cobblestone can go back there. Andesite can go back there. And then we're going to rearrange some of these, I think. Red bricks, copper. Put the copper over here. And I've got all the dark stones. Got basalt, gray shulker. I don't need that. Carved deep slate and basalt. Deep slate, we'll do carved deep slate. And then I guess basalt we'll put here. This place is getting so crowded. Rocket box. And red bricks. And this is just stuff that can go in a different box, I think. Almost. Right, so we'll grab a stack of that. That is now an empty shulker box, I think. Yes. The shaders I use are BSL. Let me check the version. 8.1.02.2, I guess. Looks like that's this just a slightly newer version. I find they're the ones that so far allow me to turn off the things I don't want to use. Like I don't like waving vines and water and stuff like that. I prefer a slightly more vanilla look to things. Hey, welcome back, Sweet Sandy. Hope you're having a good day. Alright, so we have the basalt that we need. So we can just go ahead, put that in there. Then we have to remove all this. It's always tricky when you can't actually place it the way that you want. And is that everything? Yep, we'll just have to figure out what block to put above the door. It's not going to be andesite. We'll do something else. And then all through here, I think we'll just replace all this with basalt. Now that I think is roof, so I don't think we can replace that. Yeah. So, I guess what we'll do... That is a little bit awkward. That's a roof block, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll probably do something with that, just so it doesn't look so strange. Unfortunate. Because I like this kind of broken look. I kind of want to make that a different looking window. You didn't know North America had a UTC minus 3 hours? Yep. Called the East Coast. Specifically the East Coast of Canada, I should say. Because all of America, the East Coast is in UTC minus 4. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I'm glad that we made that shift. We need to switch out that stair there, probably for one of those not blackstone, deep slate stairs. And I feel like we need to do something with the inside, but I'm not sure what. Yeah, not sure how to handle that. To wait until daylight to make our decision on the outside. Yeah, Newfoundland is also a half an hour ahead of us. Or behind us, I should say. No, ahead of us. Ahead of us? Yeah, ahead of us. Yeah, I mean, it's not the most exciting thing in the world, and we're going to cover it up with some leaves. The issue that I have right now is that I'm not a huge fan of those inside textures poking through. So unfortunately, that looks too much like that. So maybe we'll go to the polished for that. Whoops. I think that looks a little bit different. And honestly, maybe we should do polished here too. Breaks up the space really well. Thanks, Cosmo. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. See, this is another reason why I want a gray wood, because I think a gray door would go well here, right? Instead of the brown door. Master Crunchy, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Yeah, that just doesn't look the same, you know? Okay, so how could I... Can I change the roof on the outside so that this is not a big thing? This is, and it's not important, it's just gonna bug me. No, we can't, really. Okay, well. I guess bug me it shall. The only thing I can think of is throwing some trapdoors up there. Boris, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I know it was modded, but there was really nice gray wood in the Olive Factory 5 playthrough. Yeah, I agree. I agree. There was really nice gray wood. It was like a charred wood. You had to burn the wood to make it gray. I can't think of anything else to put in there. We're just going to go with trapdoors and see if that works. And if it doesn't, then we'll just leave it. Yeah, I think that works. Looks a little bit funny here, probably. Yeah. That's fine. It's an asymmetrical build anyway. So, the only other question is, do we want to try and grab some regular basalt to mix in, or any deep slate? Basalt, cobble deep slate. Really breaks it up. So maybe we don't do that. No, I think we're good. Feels a little repetitive, but I think we're good. Cool. Well, that didn't take too long. A little bit of fussing around. So now we can move on to the path and the bushes out here in front. So unfortunately, the iron in the game is very shiny and doesn't look like old medieval stuff. So I tend not to use it. All right, so we'll need some cracked bricks. Might need some bricks. Don't need the magma cubes right now. Ooh, getting low on jungle bushes. We want to go with the same bushes? I feel like we might be able to get away with something like birch. Some of the darker places, moss carpet probably. What else are we gonna need? Grass. So yeah, I liked what I had here before. We are going to remove this though and replace this with a nice green moss block. And I'd imagine we'll probably replace this too. So these ones can't have anything on them if they're going to be fences. So we just have to be careful there. That feels too crowded. So here we'll put something like a berry bush or something maybe. You know, I think we're just going to keep it pretty simple. Really wish we could put these glowberry vines on the bottom of bushes. It would be so much nicer. All right, so a grass or a fern or a berry bush. Love the organic look of this part of town so far with the leaf blocks and moss blocks. Is that something you plan to continue? Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is more of a, the people here with the richer side of town have more money and time, you know, so they can decorate their places. They can have more stuff being overgrowth. Where the other places, space was such a premium, right? Like if you had one block worth of width between two buildings, then you had, it was a path, you know, like it was meant to be functional. Maybe grass. Berry bush or azalea sapling. Vikeen, thanks very much for follow. Hope you're having a good day. Hard to tell at nighttime. But I'm probably going to go with more like a fern or a bush. Unfortunately, these are very taiga looking. They do add some color though. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, no, that was a conscious decision to try and not have it clash too much. Like we've got some red and some roses over here, but then we've got the lilacs and the flowering azalea over here. These go really well together. They're a little bit bright, but they work. Oh, so here's another reason why I don't like. Sometimes that doesn't work is because I feel like the red clashes with everything. So I'm gonna go with something that works a little bit better back here. And I like that that sticks out like that, so I think we're probably going to leave it like that. Now, I don't know. I probably want to just kind of like screw around with this a little bit. There was a vine that we did over here that I thought worked well. I think I started off with a sapling. Yeah, sapling and a moss block. So I like that idea. We'll probably try that. It's not going to be visible unless you're back here. And I don't really know what to do with all this. I don't think this is going to stay. Like, we're probably going to trim this back a little bit. I mean, we could have it be out here. And then it could kind of come up and around, right? More azalea bushes required. I should have taken a look. I'm actually running really low on azalea bushes. I could have refilled when I went back to Dartmouth Meadows. That was dumb. Gotta get the little one ready for bed. Thanks so much, Grand Baboon. Good to see you. Take care. Master Crunchy says the extent to which the detail is inspiring, I've definitely taken the trait into my own creations. Oh, that's great. I really appreciate that. Yeah. I'd like to think that I'm trying to encourage people to slow down a little bit. That's usually my thought process with this. Maybe we'll go up a little bit higher first. So here, I feel like we could use moss carpet to help with the path being a little bit more 3D, so to speak. Maybe just a little bit farther. Ah. I feel like if we go up that far, we have to start putting like moss in areas back there. So did I put a block down there? I didn't. Right, I don't like the way that that looks. There we go. Trying to make this feel a little bit more dense. So from here, I feel like we can probably go up a little bit higher. I'm not going to finish off this as like a final vine, but I just want to kind of lay in the idea, because we're going to do a lot of texture work to the keep here. Like this whole wall is not going to stay so plain. So what I want to do is I want to try and just kind of put in a quick vine here. That actually looks better from below. So we'll do the same thing. Whoops. Just kind of a quick idea. Death Skull, thanks for the lurk. Much appreciated. I mean, we're not going to be able to see it from back here, I don't think, unless we get far enough back, but no. It's going to be more of a from the side, I think. And even then, I think I might have gone a little bit too far out. When we finalize it, we can reinforce it by putting some of the moss blocks like actually in the wall. What tips do you have for making this kind of leaf placement on a build look natural? I've tried it in the past. It just feels really artificially placed. I would say try not to do anything more than 3 in a row. So like I've got 3 stacked on top of each other vertically, but you can see how they translate. So keeping things to less than 3 in a row, I think helps. It's also, I mean, it's just tough because Minecraft is so blocky, right? But yeah, I would say less than 3 in a row. And also just take a look at vines in your local parks or, you know, your backyard, and they never seem to grow in a straight line, and they always seem to grow towards the sun. Or I shouldn't say seem, they absolutely grow towards the sun. So like, for example, this part works. I don't think this part in particular looks very well. I was trying to not do a repeating pattern, but for this part here, I really think that we probably have to add something in like that so it feels more connected. See how that helps? What would really help if we decide, like, if this was final, then I would be changing this stone block here in behind there to like a moss block so that it really felt like it was solid. We did that here on the bakery. I'm not sure if you can see it from down here, but like some of these, yeah, there we go. See, there's a moss block in the roof, and the brown concrete block behind this is also, it's moss. It's not brown concrete. So that kind of stuff helps. And you can see, like, I did go 3 in a row here, but then I've got these branchy things off of it, so it makes it look a little bit more dense. It's hard. It's a lot of trial and error. You kind of just have to go at it, right? Herding cats, hello. Thanks, Cosmic. I think I'm just going to take a second to tweak this vine just a little bit. Just a little bit. think we'll do that. Whoops. And can I fit some carpet up here? Hopefully. That's another way I find that you can make these connections feel a little bit more solid too. You can actually add a little bit of carpet sometimes. I'm just experimenting with this stuff because I know it's not permanent. But see how that eliminates that little corner connection? It makes it feel like it's a solid connection from pixel to pixel rather than without it. And it helps make the leaf blocks feel more dense. Cool. Well, as Cosmic has let everyone know, it is time for my next break. If you're new to the stream, I take a break once an hour. It is that time. Don't worry, I'm back in about 5 or 6 minutes. I just need to get more water and take a stretch, really. You should too. Get a snack, and we'll come back with more medieval Minecraft in about 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, so that's a little on the straight side, but it's a temporary thing anyway. I want to sketch in the idea of the vine climbing the wall. And really you can't see it from most of the area, so it's not going to be super important. And that's the thing, you know, you save yourself a lot of time by saying, okay, well, this is a cool idea for vine, but like if you can't see it from most of the places that you're going to be walking, then don't spend hours and hours on the vine. This is the only spot that you can see it, right? Is just coming down here, which is cool. Like, it's nice to know that we've got this kind of picturesque thing going on. I'm kind of wondering whether I might be able to get away with just a little bit more down here. Yeah, maybe if we switch this around. That, or maybe we actually do some grass back here. I think we switch those, right? Grass there, and then fern here. Yeah, I feel like that kind of frames in this little walkway a little bit nicer. That's cool. I haven't really decided how we're going to texture these walkways. So we're kind of on our own there. I guess the next thing is going to be to finalize the design of this, right? So we'll switch from the greenery. We'll go back to getting some stone. Thank you, Master Crunchy. Thank you, Cosmic. Most people say to themselves, people are hardly going to see it. That's not what you say, though. That's fair. That's an accurate assessment. I feel like I should just move all of these bushes into the bush box. Or as best I can. It is very convenient having everything like 1 or 2 clicks away. We're going to need both of these. Remember, I'm probably going to need some of that. Maybe those. Definitely stone stairs. And I feel like we'll get to the bottom of the canal at some point. I have hand bobbing and not view bobbing. You're correct, it's a mod. I think it's just bang mods, Cosmic. Oh no, that's right. Maybe there's several. So yeah, I want to try and make this feel special, and that might mean I don't think I want to put an arc over top of it. I think I want to keep it pretty straight because it frames this nicely, right? So let's get some regular stone. It's not that I didn't think you were right. I was just surprised that Nightbot did not confirm quickly. Nightbot seems to be pretty slow right now. That's all I'm saying. That one takes you to a list of server mods and client mods that you use. Oh, okay. Are they not the same? Okay. So we have this pattern that happens at the top of the walls that you can see here. And we can get in there through here. So we've got that going on. I feel like this should have more of a battlement look to it. And I feel like we might want to extend that out to here. Yeah, and then we'll put slabs on top of those. We could even get this to go a little bit farther. What do we think of that? I think that looks important. And I think what we're going to do is put in a little scaffolding somewhere that we can get up. Because then we could take this away. Oh. I don't think I want to change the way that this is flowing. I think we're going to have to put some water down there just to kind of make it feel right. This, however, is not going to work. That feels weird. So, how do we do this? Yeah, I think we have to back this up a bit. Should use something else. Just so we don't get confused with like the actual design and some of the temporary blocks. So let's just go grab something temporary. I guess cobblestone would make sense. Don't know where all my buckets went. Do. That's one part done, and then top part. think we're good. I've moved my drop key to V a long time ago. I find Q is something that gets pressed by accident, so I never use it. Alright, so that actually becomes very transparent. So I'd like to move that back a little bit, I think. I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably having these stairs here. And then dropping this down by a block. And we're going to be down in here a lot, I think. So I might as well put in some scaffolding to get out. Yeah, I feel like once we waterlog those, it should be fine. Really hard to see what you're doing. Yeah. However, I think now that it's gone down a little bit, we can try to chop the waterfall back a bit. Oh, nope, that doesn't work. What about here? No. That's annoying. Well, I guess we could always put, like, some bush stuff there. That could help. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, appreciate it. We're definitely going to have that green come down, so that'll be helpful. I need some andesite slabs, because that's what we've been doing all around, is these, like, andesite slabs on top of everything. Don't have a lot of those. It's funny, like, maybe I don't want it to be the exact same. I'm kind of wondering whether that could benefit from having, like, cut stone. The filling in of the moat, yeah, it's more that I've just been lazy and I didn't want to do it. So we'll go up here and we'll test to see what one of these might look like if it was a little bit different. I feel like if we make this stand out, it will be better. So what if we used stone stairs here? But then, how do we handle... Maybe we have to switch this around. Whoa. It's going to happen a lot. And then we do these. Feels a little bit more like a straight line. The trick part here is that I don't know what I want to do with this. I guess here is maybe is where we could build it out a little bit, right? Like we could do this here. Hopefully that doesn't look terrible. Herding Cats, thanks so much. Appreciate you being here. Really appreciate the compliment. Thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying the build. Glad that you like it. Right, there's no real way to guess at this, so we kind of just have to do it. The advantage here is that this gets to be a little bit bigger. But it also doesn't match up. Yeah, that does not feel right. And that feels a little bit too much. Like it feels, I'm not sure whether it feels too tall or just feels a little bit too decorative, not functional enough. So maybe this is just more like this. I think I like the smooth, just regular stone. In terms of building this part of Westhill, is there something you're looking forward to most? I've been looking forward to doing this mode, actually. I think that tower and the adjoining build is going to be really cool. Because that's going to be big enough to be to design like a full interior, which I think will look neat. I might have to just suck it up and change the path of this a little bit. Oh, that has to go the other way? No. That feels really weird. Because it's not symmetrical, but if it looks good, I'm okay with it. Ah, it does not. Does not at all. Really hard. Maybe this just has to get expanded. No, I don't like that either. I don't know if I was confident with interiors when I started Westhill, but I've certainly become a little bit more confident. I think the thing about them is that you get to understand what you can and cannot fit in a space. So part of that is like you know what to expect, so then you don't get disappointed when you can't figure it out, you know? Wonder if we can do this in a more subtle way. Like if I replace this with one of these stones, but then drop this down to slabs. Yeah, you know, that might be the way to go. Yep. More subtle. Boris, yeah, that's one of the things we've been trying to do, hence the flowers and the jungle wood and the prismarine, and there's temporary, there's some red bricks back there. I don't know if I added a lot of color on this side. This is all pretty still functional, but as we kind of get away from the port, it's going to be more fun colors and more lively stuff. You know, we've got some quartz and some other plans up around this way. And he's in the water. That's not going to be annoying at all. Do not feel like listening to him honking for the next hour. Alright, so what do? We removed these, put this there, and then did slabs like that. I'm actually thinking we could probably do just one slab. And then remove this and take this back to what it was. And put this back in between everything. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to have to push this up. We're going to have to go with something that goes up like this. I didn't want to do that to change the flow of the river, or the moat, but I think it's probably going to be the easiest way to do this. Oh, that doesn't work either. Crap. Wait a minute, there we go. Okay. So it's 4 wide, which is the issue. So maybe we have to go with something like this. I do find it really challenging when something that's an even number just feels like it's the right size, but then you've got the problem of attempting to then try and figure out all the different ways that everything connects. No idea how to handle that. I'd say this probably has to be full blocks. Wandering traders always appear on your roofs. That's interesting. That's better. Still not great. I think maybe we can now... Can we switch the... If I focus on this as a 2-wide build, if I switch it, can I then switch this around? Ranger is high. Hello. Welcome back. I think I might have liked it better the other way around, but we'll test it out. It's Minecraft. You're allowed. I mean, obviously we have to bring some of this along. We'll texture this all later, of course. Just trying to get the shape down. That corner is still not fun. So I like the little fork that we've got here. Like I like what we've got happening with these extra blocks. It calls attention to it, which is good. I'm not putting all this effort in for nothing. Waterlogging leaf blocks on this build is going to be fun too. Yeah, once it starts to get integrated into the world with some texture and some overlapping stuff, I think it'll look good. I really don't like how this looks because I can't figure out how to connect this successfully without making this bigger, which would be really annoying. Yeah, I use tough all the time, Boris. Not really worried about texture right now. Like I said, I'm trying to get the form of it down. And I think that this, as much as I like having this round edge on it, I feel like I kind of have to make it really square. So maybe what we can do to kind of split the difference is have something like this. Bisson, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, darn it. So that way we can build this up higher. Have that look more official. Keeps it square, which is not what I want, but Can't get everything all the time in Minecraft. Hey CJ, how's it going? Hope you're having a great weekend. So I feel like what we need to do on this side is maybe mimic that and tuck that in a bit. Actually, I like the way that that arc kind of echoes. I think that works for me. My only concern now is like what we do with the other side there. Like, do we leave the log support in, or do we push the full brick back a little bit? I also think we can separate these by removing some of these bricks. I kind of want to go cobble and andesite. Did I bring andesite? No. I really like that we took the time to put all these paths in. It makes for a much more interesting walk around this whenever I have to like run back to the storage here to get things. Violet, hello. Hope you're having a good day. So all through here, I think we can remove all of this stuff and just temporarily replace it with like cobble and andesite. But then we've got this problem along here. How did I handle this on the outside wall? Does it have a lip? No, it just goes straight. Oh, it goes into stone. Gotcha. Okay. Did I bring stone? Did. Yeah, I think we'll take all this out. Replace this with just regular stone. I guess we'll do the same thing along here too, although I have these like stone brick corners on everything. So maybe we leave just this one. That doesn't seem to work. That should separate the two parts of the build. I'm a lurker and a derper? Nice. Interesting way to put that. I almost just want to take this and make it straight down. Well, the shape is still there. And I think it'll look less connected if we put a stair and maybe drop these down, although that's going to be challenging on this side. Maybe we can put like a barrel or something there. That's great, Boris. Yeah. Changing up the color palette's a great way to change things up. I've been trying to do the same thing with like extra colors and more greenery. Around here, it's been mostly... The shift right now is mostly about the shape of buildings, as well as the amount of foliage and greenery. No, I think that actually looked better before. I think it looked better before. Okay, so that's going to be like that. I might want to fill in this moat like around, all the way around to halfway. That might be a good idea. I guess we should probably move this too then. Oh, water mechanics, my favorite. Can you waterlog scaffolding? Yes, you can. Cool. Next level. So this is why these logs are at this height, is because we wanted to make it look like they were wet. I think I want this to be 2 levels. I hope that I'm not biting off more than I can chew. Maybe what I should do is when I do this, I should fill this in at 1 block high and then decide if I like it, right? A water farm? No. Do not need a water farm. I think that looks pretty good. I don't think that looks too... Does that look too close? I mean, this feels like a more intimidating pit, right? But here, if we do this, we can put 2 tall seagrass in it. And I think it'll look really good. Yeah, whenever we figure out what to do up there, I'm sure that will all come together nicely. So I think maybe we'll sneak in a little bit more andesite. Missing a block. Thanks for the lurk, Violet. Really appreciate it. The water level looks right. I can try to put in the other bits. I didn't want to do too much because I also want to like texture the bottom of that too, right? But I'm probably going to wait for the texturing here because we can have like, you know, vines and stuff coming out of this, but I want to wait until 119 comes out in a week because then we can waterlog leaf blocks, right? So that's one thing I'm waiting for. I guess that looks okay. I feel like I might want to add some color to it. It might be better if I had like trapdoors or something. It might tie it in a little bit better with the wood. Just wondering if we did this instead. I wanted it to work, but I don't think it's gonna really be happening unless I try to add in like all of them. Nope. Nope. Worth a shot, but I think we'll just stick with what we've got going on. I just find that this end feels strange. Maybe this just has to be straight blocks, right? That feels better. I feel like I'm taking a water slide every time I come back down here. Little Cosmic Boy says hi. Well, hi back. Hello back. Hope you're having a good day. So this doesn't really feel connected, and I feel like we might want to do some sort of barrel situation, which I don't have on me. The other thing we need to do is take a look at some of these holes. And I feel like this would probably come back at least by one block. If not, make like a little bit of a U. We could also change this to be a little bit more sideways too. A little bit more subtle, but I think it makes it look more intentional, like they're trying to channel the moat down this way. Yeah, I think that works for me. So I guess we could probably attempt to put in a little bit more mossy cobble on this side. And I do have, of course, mossy brick. go get some stairs. And andesite often looks either wet or shiny. That's a good one to try and use. Bye, Boris. Have a good one. Take care. Maybe we'll sneak in a little bit more around here. I'm wondering if we can make this feel a little bit more worn down with some andesite stairs. Maybe not. Maybe we just have to stick to mossy and maybe a cobble here and there. Thanks so much, CJ. Enjoy the editing. Hope have a good day. Yes, I feel like we can probably get away with doing some mossy stairs or something here. Oh, that's the wrong way. Right block, wrong direction. I don't know if I've screwed this up or whether it's the same. I think it's the same. Yeah, anything too light just gets really distracting, so I think we'll just keep it pretty level. We will definitely bring this down here. And do more with, say, probably mossy bricks there. Sure. I mean, we're not going to see that angle of it much. I think that's pretty good. Now these ones, I don't know why I left these as smooth stone. I feel like these are probably, yeah, this whole thing is going to get changed into bricks. Same thing here. Are you thinking of any kind of decoration for the bottom of the moat under the water? Yeah, I want to do something similar to what we've got going on here with like the leaves and too tall seagrass. Like I feel like there's definitely some places where the water wouldn't flow very far. And so if we have, I guess all I really need is bone meal, hey? So the idea would be to try and have some motion, you know, around. I don't know if that's going to be exactly what we want. I feel like that's pretty good though. I wouldn't want that many, but we can add a few here and there. And then here where it would make sense, like you don't want too much where the water would be flowing because it probably wouldn't grow that much. But like that adds a lot, I think. It really brightens up the area. Break time when you're ready. Thanks very much. Yes. And thank you. Yeah. So that's the kind of thing where like I kind of did that temporarily because I want to wait. I want to wait to do all the underwater stuff until they change the waterlogged leaf blocks. And because I think that will be very cool. Because imagine like looking down at this, right? And seeing water inside of it, you know? I think that would that will really sell that idea. So that's why I'm waiting to do all the floor of the canal. And also, I feel like we did, I think the floor of the canal over here is stone. Like, I don't think we left it as dirt. Yeah, no, so this is what I want to do, is this kind of stuff, right? I want to have that. Not in the moat, but like in the canal. So that's the other end of the canal. So we want the canal to all feel connected. So this is going to be stone at the bottom. So I could probably start that now, but I don't want to do any of the leaf block stuff just yet. What I want to focus on is like kind of this kind of like 8 block area. But as you mentioned, though, it is time for a break. Folks that are hanging out in the chat that might be new, I take a break once an hour. It's that time. I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. Whoops. All right. So I would say that now we need to put in some of the texture in the leaves here. I'm okay with that cobble. I think I might want to change this over here to be mossy. Whoops. Fell in again. Get some cracked stuff going on. And then we do the same thing over here. So I'm trying to have that nice balance between this feeling like something new, but then also something that has seen at least a little bit of wear and tear. And then we can do more of this over here. Oh, that was my last mossy brick. Thanks, Cosmic. Appreciate that, Sandy. Moss. Oh, I already had some. That's fine. We will just make more. What did I use on this canal? Bricks, mossy bricks, tough, and cobblestone. I have everything. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I mean, except for basalt earlier. Didn't have that. Didn't have that. I find the easiest way to do this is just to kind of blanket the whole thing and then come back. And do the texture afterwards. Although here we can probably go ahead and do like a couple bits of tuff. Or maybe the tuff goes here. And these are mossy cobble. How far do I want to go? I think I'll stop there. Again, I want to wait until 119 comes out in just a week. So we can go and do the full texture pass, but for now, we'll stick with this. And let's start to work in a little bit more of these blocks. So here we can kind of like put in some extra green in and around these guys to make them feel like they're a little bit more part of the world. Oh, except for when it's in the chimney. Can't do that. That means that that other block is also... Yeah, okay, so we can't touch that one. Good to know. Somewhere I have stone. Kind of feel like the stone here would be worn smooth, right? From the water constantly flowing over it. Probably a thing. Makes sense in my head anyway. So curious to try out the mangrove wood. I have an idea for my current nether corner of the nether. Oh, very cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool that they're adding, you know, so much stuff. I'm interested in seeing what I can do with sculk sensors in terms of like maybe like a new farm or just adding something cool to things that I've already got going on. That could be kind of fun. This feels like it's been kind of like a helter-skelter stream, just kind of doing like a little bit of everything everywhere. All at once, I guess. And no, I haven't seen that movie, but I hear it's good. Oh, that's got a floor to it, so we can't do that. What else do I want to do? Cool. I think I will leave it there for now. And then we can switch and work on the bushes and stuff again. I think, unless I've got more to do. No, I guess that's probably good. I feel like we can probably cover some of this with moss carpet. Alright, so I can get rid of this. Get rid of this. You're taking Alistair on an adventure in the deep dark, are you, Cosmic? Prepare for a lot of screaming if you're on mic, just FYI. A lot of panic. I sense much panic in your future. Keep these on me in case I need to add anything. Same thing with those. I might need coarse dirt. And then we'll grab moss blocks. Azalea stuff, maybe some flowering azalea, jungle azalea. And moss carpet. Yeah, Alistair's been avoiding even listening to news sections on the spawn chunks. Like he skips ahead, and then if the main topic is about 119, he doesn't listen to the episode. He'll go back, I'm sure, but yeah, he's been avoiding all of the um, Deep Dark related spoilers. He's been keeping up on things like the Allay and chess boats and mangrove wood, that kind of thing. But yeah, he's not been. He wants to experience it in the Deep Dark, and I think that's going to be a stream, right? 119 blocks. I think I'd be curious to see if I could use any of the skulk blocks, but mangrove wood maybe to get a different color roof, but it's so bright. Like I don't know. I'm not sure how that's going to work. All right, so now we're on to this stuff, which I think we can kind of get into with a little bit more of this. I kind of feel like I want to bring this down. Right? And here I am down here again. I wasn't planning on being down here again. I think maybe we move that over by one. And then in through here, so we can put something there, which would be cool. I think maybe we'll do another fern. I don't really think I need to adjust this too much. It seems to be doing okay. It needs something to be more 3D. And that's why I think a fern would be good. No, that's coming in a week, Desage. Waterlogged leaves. And I guess I might as well get some grass while I'm here. Ugh, it's gonna be in the corner. Annoying. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. I was thinking about taking it up the side of the build here. I'm not sure. No, I feel like that spreads a little bit too much, so we'll just leave it. One of these might have something underneath it, like that. So we could do something like this. Yeah, I feel like that sort of works. It's either that or I could make like a full moss block. No, I think I like the leaf better. And what, that's just the roof. What if we can put a moss block? Nope. Here? So with this kind of stuff, it's all just trial and error and what looks good. I just kind of do it walk around, see if anything weird catches your eye. Yeah, I think that's good. See how that helps make this feel a little bit denser? So that's all good. We could try mossy there. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Okay. All right, I'm going to call that side done. I guess... Yeah, that looks fine. I don't think we need to do anything else there. I might want to sneak in an andesite block in there, so just give me a second. When I say weird things that catch my eye, I think it's like, that's just like the artist kind of composition thing, or me just feeling like something doesn't look right. You know, like something stands out when I don't want it to be that distracting. Like that moss block, for example. When I had a moss block here, I felt that it confused the form here, and because this has got some dark behind it, you feel like this is a leaf block on top of the roof. But when it was a moss block, it felt like this was earth. Like it felt like a grass situation, which is not what I wanted. So it's just kind of like walking around and looking at things from different angles and seeing what's up. Oh, okay, so this one is not growing up from the bottom. This one is coming down from the top. So this is going to be interesting. I feel like we can probably bring that along. Can't see that from down here anyway. I don't know if I like that like symmetrical look, so maybe we'll try moss carpet there. And that's the kind of thing where I feel like we could probably get away with mossy bricks there. We might even be able to get away with a moss block there. Nope. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I kind of want to lower that. Like, I kind of feel like that should maybe be a stair, which I don't have on me, but we're going to go see. It just feels kind of strange. That's what I mean by odd. Like, it just... Originally, it was a good idea, but for whatever reason now, it feels like it's a little bit... There's something about it that's bugging me, you know? Have you ever done any sort of tutoring, anything art-related? Yeah, I used to teach. Would you, even in the case of an artistic practices, like from form and composition to improve Minecraft building? I don't know about like tutoring people for Minecraft building. I think there's a lot of tutorials out there, and there's a lot of better builders than I am out there too. But I've tutored people for art. Actually, kind of a nice feather in my cap. One of the younger folks that I spoke with and tutored, I think he was 12 or 13 at the time, maybe 14. His name is Jono, and he's an artist in Montreal now, professionally. So it's really cool to see, you know, somebody that you kind of trained as a young person decided to pursue it full time. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's just I'm glad it worked out for him, you know, because it doesn't work out for a lot of people. And that's looking really cool. I feel like it's bringing a lot of color, you know, having the blue of the water and the green of this this foliage. I'm almost thinking that this is a little bit too much green. Like I'm kind of losing things in here, so I might kind of dumb that down a little bit. Yes, I definitely think the stair is the right choice, but I think we're going to switch its direction, and we're going to switch it to mossy, and we're going to flip it that way. So it looks like it's supporting the trapdoor a little bit more. Yeah, and then actually maybe we'll do the same thing here. Yeah, adds a lot of... See, here's an example. Like, these just add some detail as you're walking across this bridge. Just makes it just a little bit more complex, which is nice. I'm still not sure if I like that bridge, but here we are. So that would be an example of like those two pieces, those two blocks that I just replaced with stairs. They, for whatever reason, they just didn't seem to fit right for me. And it's hard to explain. It's almost like an instinct. All right, so this is going to get pulled back. And we have to look and see what we're working with here. Ah, yes, the infamous I don't know what the heck is going on with this section. So we've got this retaining wall, and I would say we probably need to turn this stuff into green-sided moss. Just so that we don't have this dirt kind of sticking around. Yeah, it's a little straight, so like the thing that grabbed me there was that it's oh, we get back up here. Oh, I can't. Like this feels really straight, so we might want to come in here. And of course, that's the back side of the moat retaining wall. So here's a situation where we might want to actually just remove this so that we can hold this back a little bit. Maybe this is also going to be mossy. Cover that up. So I'm trying something a little bit different here, just trying to kind of feel my way through. I think that we can probably do things like, well, that's concrete powder, so if we switch these, trying to go for less bush, more overgrown situation, right? Oh, thanks, Cosmic. I'm glad. Using color in a build is it just takes practice. I mean, the great thing about all of this, right, is that it's Minecraft. So you don't like it, you just break the block and start over. Let's just try. It's a little bit too repetitive. And do I want to try and maybe cut this down a little bit? want to do it here. So what was bugging me there is that I didn't like this being level. I think that's a more interesting connection. So then we're just stuck up here with maybe switching these things around. Because I want this to feel like a retaining wall, right? Like I want this to feel like it's holding stuff back. Yeah, I think that probably works. We could even maybe pop in a mossy cobble here. That's if this stays cobble, but I'd say it's looking like it probably will. And I do feel like I need to cover up more of the side here. So this actually might not be a bush. Maybe this is where we put another fern. Inventory full. Need to get rid of some stuff. Rainbow unicorn barf is the best barf. No, I think that it's just a matter of sticking to a designed palette, right? Like I feel like keeping things balanced with all of this, it's the kind of thing where like you keep your palette to 4 or 5 different colors, you know, and even then have 1 or 2 major colors and then have everything else be kind of just accents and stuff like that. So what's grabbing me here as I walk by is that these 2 blocks are exactly the same. So I feel like as much as I don't want to sacrifice that little bit of grass, I feel like this probably has to become a bush block. Or maybe we just lower the grass. Yeah. Yeah, that's all that needed. So here it feels very blocky coming down this way. But I don't see much we can do about it. Whoop. Because I like it from most angles. No, I find the full inventory very, very tedious. I mean, what I should do is maybe have a shulker box full of this stuff like right here. But, yeah, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. Do we want to remove this one? Yeah, you know what? I think that probably goes. These moss carpets are great for having like that little height differential you sometimes want. Yeah, I mean, I think we're getting there. I still don't know what to do with this top layer, so we're kind of stuck as far as that goes. So, like, I don't know what to do up here. I have not thought that far ahead. But I think that works. You know, I think that's much better than it was. It's nice and pulled back. So when you're over here, you see this green here in the foreground, and there's nothing in the background overpowering. It's not until you get around the corner. And we might want to bring that forward a little bit, but for now I think we're okay. And I actually think I'm going to remove this bit here. Yeah, not sure about that. I feel like we might end up hiding that somehow. Not sure what's going to happen there. So the only thing left to do back here, and I'm not sure how to do that yet, is going to be the texture of this path. And I think I want to make sure I know what's happening with the square and the texture of the road before I do that. Because I'll want to take the texture of the road and kind of like carry it through here, up there, down this way. And so before I do any texturing, I think I want to finish and decide what the road is going to look like. We try to... oh no, we didn't even do anything over here. So yeah, so we need to figure out what the road texture is going to be like before we start doing all the paths. But I think that's probably a decent place to wrap it up. Because I'm starting to get hungry. I don't know about you folks, but it's getting on 5 o'clock here. And I had a big brunch, but it's gone. I need some refueling. And the barbecue, she's a calling. So today it was mostly like a lot of like kind of fly by the seat of your pants, don't know what we're going to do, creating some textures and playing around with blocks. A lot of stuff we've done before. I've not done this before with the basalt. That really worked well. I like the basalt and the deep slate together. It works very well. We haven't really been pushing colors too much, but I've certainly been going with some darker buildings than I have in the past. And that's been working out well. Lots of greenery added today, which I think adds a lot of life, especially the waterfall and a little bit of seagrass in the behind there. We're going to finish up this canal and stuff once 119 drops in about a week. And yeah, I guess I'm not sure what we're doing next around here. I'm guessing like the next thing we could do would be to move down this way and try to fill in some of these builds. Or I could keep on going around the square and attempt to do something here with this building. However, I feel like because of the extra room we have here, I really want to figure out what's going on with this square. So we might work on this, and we might also just kind of like carry on and move on up the path here. We did make some block selections for this cool, what will be a candle shop, I believe. So we've got some fun colors. I might want to break out of the green and the browns for now and try something new next time. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, to do a Lego stream tomorrow. So we might not be back in Minecraft tomorrow. We're probably going to be from my new Lego streaming setup. So that's exciting. I'm hoping I can finish that up tonight and tomorrow morning and get that sorted. And if so, you will see me here tomorrow building some Lego. I said that last week too, and things did not work out as planned. So either way, there will be a stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Atlantic. That's UTC -3. And it will either be here in Minecraft or it will be with some Lego streams. So hoping for Lego, pushing for Lego. That's what I would like to do. If you've enjoyed this, leave a follow before you take off. Don't go anywhere. We're going to pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft. And of course, follow on Twitter, Instagram, and check out the Spawn Chunks and the Citadel Cafe podcasts. Wherever you listen, they are free. They're a good time, I think. And we've got lots of new content coming from the Spawn Chunks, of course, with 119 coming out on the 7th, which is just a few days from now. 3 days, I think, Tuesday. So right after we do our show, which will be the how to get ready for 119 show. And then after that, it'll drop. And then we'll have another week to play around with it before we actually go and move on. So we can raid. Yeah, let's raid Cub Fan Cosmic. That's a good idea. Cub's a good guy. I really enjoy his content. Hopefully you all will as well. So don't go anywhere. We're going to pass all of you, all 70 of you. Thanks so much for hanging out today. We're going to pass you on to Cub. I'll see you next time. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.